In a great village lived a young woman named Lyra. She was no ordinary villager. Her heart pulsed with dreams that stretched far beyond the borders of her small world. Since she was a child, she had dreamt of touching the stars, of discovering new worlds, and of becoming something more than the life she was born into. But such dreams came with a price. Lyra's village was known for its simplicity. People were content with the quiet rhythm of life, farming, trading, and raising families. But Lyra was different. She often climbed the hills surrounding her village, gazing at the vast sky and imagining herself in faraway places. Her dream was to leave the village and travel to the grand city of Lysora, where she believed her true destiny awaited. One evening, under the cover of twilight, an old traveler arrived in the village. He was a mysterious figure with eyes that gleamed like the stars Lyra admired so much. He had heard whispers of Lyra's yearning and sought her out. "The dream you seek is not free," the traveler warned her as they sat by the flickering flames of a fire. "It will cost you more than you can imagine." Lyra was unshaken. "I'll do anything. Tell me what I must pay." The traveler's eyes darkened as he spoke. "You must sacrifice the life you know, your family, your friends, your village. Once you embark on this path, they will become nothing more than memories, distant echoes." Lyra hesitated, but her desire burned brighter than her fear. She couldn't ignore the pull in her soul. "I will pay the price," she whispered. And so, with nothing more than a bag of provisions and the stars to guide her, Lyra left her village behind. She journeyed through forests, crossed rivers, and scaled mountains, driven by her unshakable resolve. Every step felt like a victory, but with each mile, the weight of her decision began to press on her. She missed the laughter of her friends, the warmth of her family, and the simplicity of her old life. Yet, she pressed on. After weeks of travel, she finally reached Lysora. The city was everything she had imagined, grand, bustling, and full of possibilities. Lyra threw herself into learning, exploring new ideas, meeting new people, and working harder than she ever had. Her dream was slowly becoming a reality. But there was a cost. The more she achieved, the further she felt from the girl she had been. The village she left behind seemed like a distant memory, the people she loved like shadows in her mind. She became successful, even famous, but as time went on, she realized that something was missing. The price of her dream had been more than just distance and sacrifice. It had cost her her sense of belonging, her roots. One night, as she stood on a balcony overlooking the glowing city, Lyra realized that dreams were not meant to be pursued at the expense of everything else. She had paid the price, but now she wondered if she had paid too much. She returned to her village many years later, but things had changed. New faces greeted her, and the people she once knew had grown older, some no longer living. She had achieved everything she set out to, but the village no longer felt like home. Lyra understood then that while dreams are precious, they are not free, and sometimes the price is not what you expect. The stars still shone brightly above her, but now they looked different. They weren't destinations to reach anymore, but reminders of the journey she had taken. And in the quiet of the night, she learned that some dreams are worth chasing, but others are worth holding close, without losing what truly matters. In the end, Lyra had touched the stars, but in doing so, she had learned the true cost of a dream.